Hello, welcome back to Food Entertainment for my review of 2017's Wonder Woman on 4K. Alright, I will be talking about the plot of the film, the rules opinion of the film, my opinion of the film, maybe a little bit about the cinematography, maybe some trivia, maybe just a little bit of just comparisons, and I will be doing on comparisons. So let's go ahead and get on with it. Punchline: Wonder Woman is a triumph, says Newsweek. Before she was Wonder Woman, she was Diana, Princess of the Amazons, raised on a sheltered island paradise and trained to be an unconventional warrior. When an American pilot crashes on their shores and tells of a massive conflict raging in the outside world, Diana leaves her home, convinced she can stop the threat, fight alongside man in a war to end all wars. Diana will discover her full powers and her true destiny and identity. They should have put identity there, but put that destiny, but whatever. All right, that's pretty good. Doesn't give anything away. The rules opinion. Out of the Zack Snyder created DC Cinematic Universe, Wonder Woman was the biggest success since Man of Steel, and actually surpassed Man of Steel at the box office. This looks very, very different because it's not directed by Zack Snyder. See, Zack Snyder has this interesting cinematography thing he has going on, while this film's not directed by Zack Snyder. So it has a far more colorful look to the film. But the real really thought that this was the way to go. Now, I agree, but also disagree. Yes, this is going more towards the end of Marvel, definitely. But it still does have that tongue-in-cheek of being a darker movie for adults. In fact, and now let's go on to my opinion of the film. This is really where I kind of talk about the comparison of this film to yet another film. And that other film would be Marvel's Captain America, the First Avenger. I would very much say that Wonder Woman from 2017 is the DC Cinematic Universe's version of Captain America, the First Avenger in a lot of ways. Although a very different character, is the setting. It's the setting of the movie. And the fact that it tries to throw itself out there as a war film at the same time as being a superhero movie. It does it in a very different way because you have, a very fantasy-based superhero with Wonder Woman. Diana Prince. She's known by halfway from the movie. So yeah, you have that as opposed to, a super soldier with, Steve Rogers and Captain America, First Avenger. But it's still very much about bringing an end to World War I. That's really what it's all about. So, it being based in World War I, just like Captain America, the First Avenger, that makes it very, very interesting. Although I think it was World War II with Captain America, the First Avenger, but you get the idea, the parallels. Now, I believe it was World War I with this one. It might have been World War II. So I don't know. It gets fuzzy with me. I'm not the biggest history buff. I believe that World War I was like in the 1920s and World War II was in the 1940s. So I guess World War II. So yeah, World War II in both of them. But that's a cool parallel between them. Now let's go ahead and talk about the rest of my opinion of the film. I would say that this one goes a little bit away from the last 3 films in this DC cinematic universe, but it does it in a good way, to where it still understands that it's a part of that darker universe that was created by Zack Snyder. So you still have your serious, more adult themes in here, but it's been watered down a bit as opposed to the last 3 films. And I actually really liked it. Now let's talk about the difference in the cinematography. Instead of being sort of almost like color, almost black and white kind of color, you know what I'm talking about, you know, with the way that Zack Snyder does stuff. And he kind of had that going on with Suicide Squad as well. This one is far more colorful. And so it's a brighter looking movie, in other words. And that cinematography is the reason why. And I would say, yeah, this is very interesting seeing something look that bright as opposed to darker looking like the like last 3, but it still does kind of fit in. I still kind of look at Man of Steel and Batman v Superman is better movies than this, but I can definitely say that I actually enjoyed this movie, and I wasn't expecting to enjoy this movie when I first saw it. And unlike Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, I did not see this in theaters. I also didn't see Suicide Squad, so only really known about the last film and this film to having it on home video. And that's pretty much the trivia right there around it. Now, the controversies, people really did not like the idea in Batman v Superman as well as in Wonder Woman of having an Israeli actress playing Wonder Woman. But honestly, when I think of Wonder Woman, I think of Gail Gamut. Gail Gamut is, in my opinion, perfectly casted is Wonder Woman. She's my favorite Wonder Woman. I like her better than the TV series version of the character. Sorry, but I do. Now, supposedly the TV version of the character, at least the actress, does kind of appear in a later film, which I have not seen, believe it or not. I have not seen every single movie I'm reviewing this month. I've seen almost every movie. Now let's go ahead and start giving this film a ranking, I would say. All right, due to the fact that it's not nearly as dark as the last 3, I would say that because of the wonderful visual effects, the cinematography being bright and colorful and all that stuff, and just the overall movie experience, and the fact that this is a DC movie for adults that is actually a film that anybody can watch, not just DC fanboys like me. Anybody can watch this movie and have a good time. I think that makes it kind of stand out a little bit. So I'm not going to give this a a great movie score. I'm going to give this an almost perfect movie score. So I'm definitely giving Wonder Woman a 3.5 stars. Now, if you haven't seen Wonder Woman, I say check it out. Like I say, check it out this way because I think it looks a whole lot better and sounds a whole lot better in 4K as opposed to watching it 3D or in regular Blu-ray. So definitely pick this one up for sure. And I will see you guys next time for my review of the theatrical cut of Justice League, which will be a controversial video. But we'll keep it under or at 10 minutes. Because I'm reviewing a lot of films tonight. Do a little catch up. And I'll see you guys on the next one.